Excited to introduce you to a new Time for Kids effort here on News 3 Now. It's all about us being proud of who we are and encouraging our kids to do the same. And here to talk a little bit more about our Be You campaign, Dannika Lewis. Hi, Dannika.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Thanks for being here.
Of course, thanks for having me. So we should be clear, when you hear Be You, we are not talking about Boston University. We're actually talking about BEYOU, and it's all about figuring out who you are and being confident in that. Easy, right? Okay, we know it's not, and we know it's particularly difficult for our kids who are getting critiques and pressures from all sorts of angles about what they should look like, how they should spend their time, what's cool, what's not cool, and how perfect they need to be. SSM Health child psychologist Dr. Kathleen Hipke says helping our kids see through all of that starts with us setting the example ourselves.
Well, I think in addition to sort of really showing kids we're interested in their interests, I think the other thing we have to do is model self-acceptance ourselves, and to be able to let kids see that we also kind of step into what we're interested in or what our values are or what our opinions are without a lot of trepidation about what other people think.
So you got to walk the walk, too. Dr. Hipke says it's also important to nurture whatever our kids are showing interest in, making sure they know what makes them different from other kids, or maybe even us, is a positive thing. So we'll be posting some stories from some familiar faces here on News 3 Now, sharing how we are all uniquely ourselves. We hope you share some of your own stories using that hashtag BeYou, so we can all pass those along as well. So keep an eye out on social media for that. If you need some help, print out your own version of the sign there and get going.
And it's probably it's tougher for kids nowadays with social media, to the pressure on them.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming nonstop, 24/7, from all sorts of angles. I mean, when you and I were kids, there was pressure to do well in school, to do well in sports, to do well in whatever extracurriculars, but now it's just relentless, and that's the difference here, and something that maybe we forget or not fully understand because we haven't lived it.
That's where the parents come in.
Yeah.
And there's another program we're launching specifically for adults as well.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. With the help of our partners at SSM Health, we are starting an ambassador program. So if you work with kids or teens, maybe you're a coach, a youth group leader, a teacher, whatever, you can apply to be a BU ambassador. You'll get a starter kit and some resources along the way. We have the information and a link to the application up on our Time for Kids page at channel3000.com. We just thought this would be a great opportunity for people who are already sharing this message in the community to maybe support them in that and help them along and share their stories too.
Be you.
Be you. It's simple, but not so simple, and we know that.
All right, Dannika. Thanks.
Yeah,
great effort.
Of course.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, coming up.